Hey guys, Martin here, and welcome to this video. This is my Dark Eldar 1500 point force. It's not all in front of you. This is just what's currently sprayed black. I've got a bit of stripping to do, as I explained in another video, if you got that far through it. But I thought I'm going to run through the army. I'm not going to go into specific points cost because I don't want to get into trouble with certain companies. But I'm going to run through what I'm running, why I'm running it. And then I'm also going to ask, and I'll ask now at the early point in the video, if you to put any comments, if you pick up on anything that I've missed from a rule-wise, or if I've explained something wrong, I need to know. I only learn by being taught. It sounds like a Chinese proverb, but I only learn by being taught, so please explain if I'm doing something wrong. Or if you think that something could be better, I'm interested in people's opinions. This is it's a competitive list that I may or may not use in the tournament. I've got quite a few lists now, tournament-based lists, so it's whatever I decide to play at the time. Well, this is one that I'm going to be playing in my club, and we'll see how it runs. So, what is my list? You can see here there's 9 Reaver jetbikes, 9 Reaver jetbikes. There is then another 9 Reaver jetbikes which are still in my old purple colour, so from my old Dark Eldar army, so they're going to be stripped and painted back, so that's going to be 3 units of 9 Reaver jetbikes. Whenever I find, maybe the last one I pick up, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. So there you go. Oh, almost got to focus. There you go. So this pod on the back is a cluster caltrop, which is not expensive points-wise, but for every 3 Reaver jet bikes in your unit, you can take a cluster caltrop. So in my 3 units of 9 are identical, so 9 Reaver jet bikes and 3 cluster caltrops. I'm going to do a separate video on how those Reaver jet bikes work and a Tactica video for them. But assuming that you've either seen that video or you know how Reavers work, then that's those 3 units. I then have a Void Raven bomber. I'm going to magnetise the option between Dark Sides and Void Lancers, and the Void Bomb I've not put in yet either. This model is absolutely fantastic. I know when Clayton, 33 Claydog, if he watches this video, he'll be drooling over this model. I know he really wants to paint one up. Hopefully I'll do it justice, mate, with all the yellow in here. We'll see how it goes. If I get it wrong and I mess it up, I might strip it and send it over to you and you can have a go at it, mate. Fingers crossed I don't need to pay that postage, so I'll get it right. But with that, I'm going to, as I say, magnetise the options for the Lancers and Dark Sides. A few people I've spoken to just said, oh, Dark Sides are the way to go, because you get the blast and it's strength 9, it's this, that, it's AP 1. They're fantastic, but I figure I've got enough firepower putting into infantry models that I personally think I'm going to run that with the Lancers. What I've not got in my army is anything that's specifically anti-air. So while that's flying round, it can take out with the Void Lancers. They're a strength 9, AP 1 Lance weapon. That means if you average armour on a flyer's 12, on 3s I'm glancing other flyers. So they're either going to have to jink, which means they're only snapshotting next turn, or they're going to take 2 glancing hits, you would think. I think that might be the answer for it. And then if there isn't any flyers on the table, then at least it can put them into, whether it be like a 2-up save models like Terminators or whatever, or it can put them into other tanks. That's the idea behind it. If I know beforehand I'm going into a game that I'm facing an infantry heavy model, then yeah, I might put the Dark Sides on it, but that's my theory. I'm then equipping it with 2 Shatterfield missiles and 2 implosion missiles. So I've took the split of points. Implosion missiles I don't think are as good as they used to be, but they're a lot cheaper. They used to be a toughness test or remove model from play. Now they're a strength-based thing. And the Shatterfields are fantastic, 2-up poison. So that's how I'm running that. I've got 2 Venoms there. I'm actually running 3 Venoms, but again, one of them's in the old blue colour. So these 2 are going to have 5 Cabalite Warriors in each, just with Splinter Rifles, no upgrades. The Venoms obviously will be upgraded to have the other Splinter Cannon. So each of those, grab one, each of these Venoms puts out 12 poison 4+ shots, AP5, goodness, and can shoot at a different target than the guys inside. The 5 guys inside have got a 24-inch range Splinter Rifle, which means at 12 inches it's rapid fire. It's just an insane amount of shots. You fly the 2 of these round together, getting flicker fields, which give them a 5+ invulnerable save. If you jink, you're on a 4 up. If you jink in the first 10, then and you've got night fighting, then you're on a 3 up. You say fine, you're jinking, but you're putting 12 shots out. You must be rolling at least 1 6 out of 12 dice, so you still got a chance of hitting something. The guys inside, if you jink this, the guys inside still shoot a full ballistic skill, and it's worth remembering that the guys inside are not affected by the jink. So don't worry, you're still putting 5 to 10 shots out depending on your range from the guys inside. Fantastic bit of kit for a very, very, very small amount of points. So mobile, and they're just good news. The third one is going to have my Archon in. My Archon is armed with a Husk Blade, so if he does get into combat, obviously, he's got the instant death rule, to AP3. So it's only people in Terminator or Artificer armour that I particularly need to worry about. You can instant death a Wraith Knight if you get your power up, if you get your strength up far enough, which either means you need the turn of the game to be up on your pain tokens, or I've also given him, I believe it's called, I can't think what it is, I think it's the Soul Trap it's called. It's whichever one of the weapons is that for every challenge that he successfully makes, he gets +1 strength to his basic profile. So the idea is I will get this over. He's also accompanied by 3 standard incubi, by the way, and he's got the shadow field, so he gets the 2 up in 1. But I'll fly him round, get him straight into combat with a basic squad, with a basic sergeant of whatever it might be, or a basic champion, whatever, basic character. I'll instantly issue the challenge, and then when that guy's dead, I get the +1 strength. So by the time he needs to go and take out a big heavy guy, then he's going to have his strength built up. Plus, by that point, he'll have also hopefully gained Furious Charge, he'll have Feel No Pain and things like that. He really could be lethal if he survives long enough, which with a 2 up in 1, hopefully he would. And he could just cause all sorts of nasty hell. He's a cracking little unit, the Archon. And that's how I'm arming him. I say the Incubi, just 3 bodyguards for him. Who are getting a 3 up save. They've got AP2 weapons, so they're there either as a wounds pool or whatever I want to use them for. If I do have to charge into a bit of a heavier unit, albeit obviously the Archon's a really high initiative as well, so it's generally going first. So although he might not have the best strength in the world, he rolls that many dice for his close combat attacks. He should roll whatever he needs to cause that instant death, and get his strength up. So that's how I'm running them. And then I have a Ravager, that's armed with the 3 Dark Lancers, and that's there literally to take out tanks, dreadnoughts, anything mech really. That's there for, and also as a distraction. I tend to find that when you run a Ravager, people come after it because they think, oh no, we need to really get rid of that. That's fine, I'll jink if I have to. You want to waste your time getting rid of a just over 100 point model, I'm fine with that. Knock yourself out and come for it. And then the final unit, which again isn't on the table in front of us, is my 5 Scourges, 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 however I say Scourges, but then I'm a Scouser, so who knows. And I've got with them 3 Haywire Blasters, so the aim of them again is very mech based, or what I'm finding a lot of people are taking now is fortifications, so whether it be something as big as the Fortress of Redemption, or whether it just be, there's a lot of gun platforms out there at the moment, and you just deep strike them in as close as you can. They've then got an 18-inch range Haywire shot, the ballistic skill 4, so they're hitting on 3s, and then anything other than 1s is causing a glancing hit. 6s are pens, which might not help me because there's no AP to it, but you might cause the building to be firing snapshots or whatever. But you would generally causing 2 glancing hits per turn if you can get the Scourges into action. I think they're a cracking unit. Never liked them in the old codex, but in this one I really like them. And that's my list. It's as basic and simple as that. As I say, I'll go into more detail. I'll do a video on each unit and a Tactica video, if you like, on each unit, and let you know what I think. But please, guys, drop some comments below for me. Let me know what you think about the list. Any plus points, any minus points, if there's something glaringly obvious that I've missed. I've only played 2 or 3 games with it. I've won all of them. And these things, they're devastating. But yeah, let me know what you think. And as always, please like the videos if you like it. Leave the comments, and if you haven't already, then please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.